Today is a bit of a different book. I'm to talk, maybe ask you a couple of questions because there are some things in my mind that I want to share with you. The first of them, I read a lot. Okay, when I say a lot, it's a lot in general. I mean, probably there are people that read more than me, people that read less. I usually read around 100 pages per day. uh, Usually around 40,000 pages per year, or 35 or 34, something like that. So around 100 pages per day. It depends on the book. If the book is more interesting or more captivating, I can read one book in one day. If it's a slow burn, I may read only 30, 50 pages. So it depends. It's not something that it's gradual in overall of the books. And one of the things that I noticed, and I've been thinking and talking about this, is whenever I grab a book that is not a thriller or I usually read, and I'm enjoying the book. I usually take more time than usual to read this book. I'm currently reading Ronald Murphy, Black Moth, which is or slow horror, to be honest, and it has 436 pages, so nothing major. And this book is take me a lot of time to read. It's not because it's bad, because I'm really enjoying the book. It's a solid until now 4.5 or 5 stars. It depends on the landing. Um, but it may take me a while to read it. While, for example, reading Jeremy Robson book, which has around the same pages. Okay, this one is 395, but because of the length and so on, so maybe this is 400 pages or something like that. This will take me far less time to read. So this may I usually, when book is slow or more or bigger, I usually start in 1 month. I read a couple of pages, then I start another book. Then I go back to this one and so on. Usually, when I arrive around the 60%, 70% mark, usually I finish in one go, but it takes me a while. This book, it's not like that. So, but for example, and this is the best example I can give, uh, um, in my mind, reading, for example, let me show you. Reading, for example, these three books, which are all of them Jacqueline Drucker. These ones are like 300 pages, so 200, so 500 pages. 500 pages. I will read these two books uh, more easily, probably, than reading a bigger book, for example, Phil Rickman novel, which I have in my which has like 600 pages. Um, my mind when it and have a book that it's more than, when it's slow burn or it's more than 400 pages, it blocks, and I cannot read in one go, and I don't understand why this is happening. Grabbing a book 500 or 600 pages, it's a it's a struggle, and I have to physically force myself, not okay, this is very strange what I'm saying, but I must make something for that to happen. For example, uh, I'm going to on vacation, so I don't have all my books here with me, so I will get one of these bigger books and I will start it there because I don't have any more to read, so I will read it there. But here at home, grabbing a 600 page book, it's a chore. It feels a chore, but it's not against the book because I enjoy the books. I enjoy bigger books. I don't know why this is happening, but it happens. So, and I wanted to ask you if someone has similar experience, like again the grabbing. Then, for example, and this is believe me, this is true. For example, this one is a highly acclaimed novel, or Warhammer. Imagine that a Stephen King book or something like that, an acclaimed book that you know. Okay, I'm going to get this book according to the Goodreads experience, according to the YouTube channels and so on. This book will probably be a good experience for me. But if the book is more than 500 pages, I will probably will not read that one, and I will read two books that I know that they are not good. They'll never be 5 stars. They will probably never be 4 stars, and my mind goes to 4-star books for I don't know why this happens, and this happens a lot. I start reading books that are not as interesting, and instead of grabbing a book that I know that most people say that it created an impact. Oh, I know. Okay, this is speculation, but another thing is what I know. For example, one of my favorite sci-fi authors publishing for Warhammer, it's Dan Abnett. Every book from him so far in this the Ghost is going to be a 5 stars without any doubt. Until now, everything was 5 stars. So I know that I will enjoy this book because I read 5 or 6 and all of them were 5 stars. And instead of grabbing those, I will probably read something else that is unknown, and it can be good, it can be bad, and I don't know. Has this happened to you? Why did this happen? Why am I drawn to these uncommitted books instead of reading more a book that is supposedly good? Another thing is reading fantasy. I enjoy fantasy. Of the 20 books that I'm on a top 20 books of all time, probably 2 or 3 are horror, and the remaining ones are either sci-fi or fantasy. The vast majority is fantasy. But grabbing a novel in my shelf with 500 pages or so, for example, this one is 400 pages. It looked bigger, but okay. My mind said no. I thought and I think that this may be due to another thing. Either because I have a lot of books and the vast majority I've not read, so too many books there. Either my mind is saying those are good, leave it for later, remove the ones that you are not so confident now, or it's something in my mind that says read faster paced novels because you're going to get the next fix next. So if I read this, this will take me 1 day, 2 days, because I've read several books by her. I know this. I read this one book on 1 day, I can grab this one and that one as well. So not this particular author, okay, there are a lot of authors like this. So I think that maybe this is something that it's the goal of reading more and more and more, and this one will take me probably 1 week to read. And so instead of grabbing that, I will grab another. I would love your thoughts on these 2 points, and maybe you feel the same as me. I'm sorry, this is not about the book, but it's something that has been upsetting me, and I wanted to. Maybe I'm not alone. And I will read about that with you. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Thank you.